you doing, brother? Good, good. We gotta get in front, man. Hey, wait a minute. Hold up now.
Come on, Steve.
Going in there, Steve. Just for a second.
Dad, come on.
Eddie, where are you? They doing a hollow ground over here? If you can go, Eddie, you're blocking the shade. And if you can back up a little bit, no, just you. There you go. We want the light on. Good. Going in there, Steve. Just for a second.
Hello. In the traditional motion picture story, villains are usually defeated. The ending is a happy one. I can make no such promise for the picture you're about to watch. The story isn't over. You and the audience are part of the conflict.
More human beings were slaughtered in the 20th century than all previous centuries combined.
We're talking a congressional record, 135 million dead. Their entire purpose was to detach our culture from any moral anchors whatsoever. You look at the changes in America since 1960, perhaps. The whole culture's been transformed.
They're coming out of the belief that the village should raise the child. The village means the government.
They have deliberately destroyed the American family understanding of the foundational block that built a society. We've come from Norman Rockwell's America to, Hugh Hefner's America.
If we lose the Judeo-Christian framework, we're lost forever. While the USA goes around the world expounding on the virtues of its way of life, it is obvious that those in charge place little value on human life. They are willing to kill thousands, even millions, for profit, for power, for money, for oil and resources. The USA does one of the few developed nations that fails its citizens totally in the area of the right to adequate health care. Those who cannot afford it do not get it. Financially, mentally, and physically robbed by politicians, banksters, and industry without the capacity to understand how to care for themselves, they end up homeless on the street, begging for money, being robbed, being beaten, being hungry, committing crimes because they have no choice. Then there are the families. The lives of these families are becoming pure hell. There is violence, destruction, and threats. An all-out attack from the health system, the government, law enforcement, and even neighbors.
The state itself is ultimate. If there's nothing, no law higher than the state, and if there's no law higher than the state, there's no appeal against it.
They're training them for the collective, and a collective mindset and a dependency mindset.
And it seems that they, again, want to have people be uneducated, so then they do become wards of the state. They're dependent on the government to provide everything for them.
So, meet the mentally ill of the USA and the victims of the many who go without being cared for. Meet the disposable people. The political pundits and politicians have started a mantra about gun control in order to gain more control over the population. It's not the guns, stupid. It's the lack of care for your own people. It is suggested that the USA get its own house in order before dictating to the rest of the world. Use the many blessings and resources of the land, the people, for your own, and not for trotting around the globe, killing others for profit, whilst those at home suffer. The capitalist system sees people as a disposable commodity, to be thrown out if not productive or useful in some way. The American dream. You have to be asleep to believe it.
Once people figure it out.
Start going, this whole memorial to get redone and bring it back to life, is each one of these stones, actually like we have here. This is our symbol for Walkways and Beyond. So basically what we're going to end up doing is engraving and giving the option to have family name, company symbol engraved into each one of these stones for a small donation fee. You'll also get a certificate from Parting Ways saying that you sponsored, and your name will be engraved into history forever. Any of your grandkids, great-grandkids can come here 10, 20 years and see this engraved into history. So that's the plan on raising money. Once that does come in, we can continue to do the walkway, some picnic areas, patios where we're going to put basically installed barbecue grills where we can have tourists come.
With all that trees and stuff, we clear that out.
Yeah, it takes time to clear all this, but basically we can stop the walkway going to the cemetery all the way around. Also, we have some walls that we're going to continue this.
So I got inducted to the Hall of Fame.
What?
Maybe math.
Hall of Fame?
Yeah, it's my second time going.
We got to go up there and get a shot of that, or do you have it?
Yep. So we're going to begin from starting over. So Mr. Barbosa here, and we're discussing the current things that we're doing, Parting Ways, and some of the future events that we're talking about.
Okay, as I was telling you, the idea of a book being written, because of course history is going to have to be rewrote. We're looking for a way of opening the door for new talent. writers, people, journalists, or people who have the ability to tell a story will get it published, and it will be the authorized version of the Parting Ways story. Also, we're looking for researchers and all kinds of talent. We want to compete with the market of youth, because there's a lot of talent that just don't get in the door. And this book that we're going to write about our history is also going to be scouting for the people who will participate in the actual development of the land. It's an economic platform, that will open to different areas of renovation and development. We're looking for people that are landscapers. We're looking for people that are developers in the construction field. We're looking for people that know media, photographers and videographers. All these talents are out there. Of course, they're being drained by the big corporate structure. So what I'd like to see happen is for the best to be sending me their resume, a little sample, a sample of their work, and what I'll do is I'll put that before our board, and we'll get in touch with those who that doesn't mean you're going to lose if we don't call you, because we're looking for people that want to be involved, interested. I know that through many reasons, our people are not aware or conscious of the importance of this project. You see, by now everybody should know there's no food that's clean. There's no water that's clean, and the air we're breathing is also tampered with. And so therefore, our ability to produce nutrient-rich food has brought us to the level that we're running on 3 to 5% of our capacity, mentally and physically. And that's the reason why we can't communicate. If you notice, I don't care what education you have, if you're not around the people that you talk to that are in the same like-kind mind, you sound like an alien to them. Other people don't want to hear nothing. They don't know what you're talking about. So we don't want you to think that you don't have something to contribute because you're a techie or you're an agricultural person or whatever have you. We want everybody to come